I just started a fire, put a metal can lid over it, over some bricks that I had stacked up. The fire's burning in between. I'm melting some wax. So I set it in the middle of the can lid. Less likely that it'll get caught up in flame that way. Wax will burn pretty easy. As you can see, the lid's starting to heat up because it's starting to burn off some of the mess that's on it. This will take a little bit to catch everything, to get it melted down. So what I'm doing is making basically what would be a medieval saran wrap. It's what they would have done in the Middle Ages to keep things somewhat watertight, moisture in, flies out. You could wrap what you melt down beeswax and you take linen or any cloth that they had and soak it in the wax. Then they could form it around things. It wasn't waterproof, but it made it very water resistant. I bought a yard of linen. The width on it was, I'm not sure what it was wider than a yard. So I cut a square and I'll wax it later. And then what was left over was, I got two pieces like this that were left over, and this is what I'm going to use to make the medieval saran wrap, basically. None of the edges are hemmed or anything. You don't need it. The wax will hold everything together once it gets soaked into it. They say dip it in to where it'll absorb as much as it wants. Kind of paranoid that I'll catch this on fire, so I'm being a little cautious. Once this hardens up, I'll take it over and put it over a plastic bag or something so I can collect and move it about, so I can collect the wax that didn't get soaked in, and then I can remelt it again. That way I won't waste it. It's kind of a shame bees go to that much work to make it. Kind of want to keep it intact. So I'll go set this out and let it cool. Okay, I got my beeswax remelted. This is the second piece of linen that we're going to put in. We'll see how it does. It hasn't been hemmed, it's just been cut from a yard that I bought. Now this whole thing is in there. We've got it pretty well saturated. That's taken up as much as it wants. Let the excess drain off, and then when this hardens up, it'll be opened over plastic so I can recover some of the wax, because it will tend to flake off a little bit right at first. This is the original piece. You can see it's a little flaky, thick in spots. We'll get it to where this is usable as is. What you do is, if you had a food can or a container of food that was not empty, just set that over it like so. pull it down and it would form to it, and then you could actually tie around it and it would keep things out, keep the moisture in, provide a good seal. And it's reusable. It's bio-friendly. There's nothing in it that is actually harmful. So beeswax and heated, melted down, and a bit of cloth dipped in it. Let it cool off, open it up, work it around over a piece of plastic, save your beeswax, dump it back in, good to go. But that's basically medieval plastic wrap.